Hey everybody, welcome to my channel. We have pinks. So I got so much She Modern stamping polish that I decided that I need to go through it little by little, like color by color. And we're gonna take a look at some different colors too, some different brands of pinks, but we're gonna check out pinks today. So we have tons to go through. I am gonna do a giveaway. That information will be down in the description box, and go check that out. You do have to be from the US. So this is all She Modern sticky stamping polish. You guys know I've been bragging about it. I really love this stuff. I haven't heard of anybody that doesn't like it yet. The advantages of this sticky polish is, especially if you are new to stamping, and that's kind of what we're going to go through today, is some tips and tricks for like beginner stampers, because I seem to be getting a lot of new stampers. So if you're not a new stamper and you don't think you need to learn anything, then stick around anyway, because we'll have some fun. I feel like I'm a beginner half the time too. The advantages of the sticky stamping polish is, if your nails are completely dry, mine are, I just have a clear coat on them. I put on it yesterday when I took some polish off, is even with your nails completely dry and you know there's no sticky whatsoever, this stuff will stick to that. So if you forget to put a sticky layer on your nails before you stamp, you don't have to worry about that. It's going to stick right away. And you kind of need to go a little slower, because if you don't, you'll kind of smudge the polish. So that's another advantage. Now look at all these polishes. I have several. As you can see, this one is mine. I already have this one. This is the Pearl Pink, and here is Pearl Pink. So, oh, sorry. I don't know that there's a lot of difference. I am going to stamp them all so that you can see the difference. She said that these were a little brighter. The newer ones were a little brighter than the Pearl that they had, which I haven't had it for very long, just a couple months. But we're gonna put them on a sticky stamping thing. I got this from Maniology, and I'm probably gonna use a Maniology plate. But all those links will be down below. I do have discount codes for both, and they are Guideline325. And I don't know, I think you get 10% off, and then I do get a commission. So I'd appreciate it if you use my codes. But here are all these colors. So I don't need all of these. I am going to be giving some of them away. I don't know what yet. I'm just going to, unfortunately, I do have to open them to swatch them for you. And look how easy these are to get out of the packaging, because I was just like so annoyed when I first opened the package, because I was like, oh, I gotta cut all these open. But it's nothing. Absolutely nothing to get these open. The older one had a little pink thing on the top, and I do like that, but that way I can at least tell what is the one I already have and what's the new one. I also have some Moira. This is like a neon pink, and I have some Hit the Bottle, and this is really old, therefore I am. I really did like this one, and I need to put it on my little shaker thing. And then for Maniology, this one, Hotty Toddy, is such a pretty neon, almost red pink. So we're gonna see that compared. And then this one is Peppermint. I love this pink. It's like a metallic pink. I also have several of these powders, and I love the powders. And I'm gonna do another video on how to kind of do powders, different ideas for powders. But for now, let's look at these. But these are both Pearl Pink, so I'm gonna stamp these first. So for all you new first-time stampers, these images are a little more difficult because there's a lot of straight lines, a lot of negative space. So my advice is, I am going to be using the She Modern Jelly Stamper. This one is enforced, so you do want one that's pretty stiff to do this with, because straight lines go wonky with a soft, squishy stamper. But it was pointed out to me, no, who was it? Somebody pointed out to me that this one will do the same thing. So this one from Maniology, the sparkly one that's so pretty, it is hard to see through when you're stamping. It is. It's hard for placement, but it is cool. It is pretty sticky. It is pretty soft. But this bottom, you can put it in the very bottom, or you can pop it out and you can stick it in here so that it won't go through and your stamp won't collapse into the stamper, and it makes it a little stiffer. So that works for these two. You want to use a pretty stiff stamper or a pretty stiff scraper, and I actually have several from She Modern and I like them. My hands are small and I would rather use a small scraper. It's totally, you know, personal preference. All right, here's the old pink pearl. And anytime you're stamping, make sure your scraper is smooth and not dirty. You can hit it with a little file if you need to. This one is nice. One good scrape if you can. If you have to go over it a couple times, it's okay. Don't worry about it. But you actually want to roll your stamper the opposite direction that you scraped. That way you're less likely to get little spots that aren't covered. And that's another good thing about the sticky stamping polish. If this was a regular stamping polish, I would want to hurry and pick that up, because with it dry, it won't pick up that great if it starts to dry whatsoever. So new stampers have a lot of problems with that. I did too. You gotta be really quick picking those up, because if you're not gonna be able to pick it up. It's just gonna, you know, be a nightmare. It's not gonna pick up, and you're gonna have to redo it. And I'm sitting here talking, and this polish is still gonna stick. And just to show you, let's just do this real quick. I'm gonna stick it on this hand somewhere. I'm gonna stick a little bit of this on here. And it stuck, no problem. So let's clean that up. And that's another great thing about this sticky. I really love the sticky stamping polish. Okay, let's put that up here, and then we'll compare it to the other one. I do have a claw. That's another thing that new stampers ask me a lot. How do you clean that without ruining your mani? This is how a cotton claw. This one is from Maniology. They have them everywhere. I really like this one just because it's a pineapple and it's cute. Okay, and this is the new pink. That was the old one. I almost got confused and forgot. And this is the newer one. It's still the pearl pink. And I do think this is a little brighter. Maybe just a tad. And I need to get a pen and write in here, because I'm never going to remember these. Now let's go ahead and make that like the same size. And you can do that when you're stamping on your nail and you know you've picked up way too much and you don't need that all, and it's going to be all over your finger. You can take a stamper and pick it up off the stamper, or scraper, and pick it up off the stamper. You can't do that with all polishes. Okay, so I really do not see much of a difference whatsoever. That one actually, but the pattern is turned different. That one actually, I think the first one is a little different. It's a little brighter maybe. All right, so I am going to clean my scraper off too. All right, I'm going to go ahead and put Hotty Toddy next to that, I think this is actually, they think of this as a red, but it is like a neon pink as far as I'm concerned. Now, I'm going to be quicker with this because it's not a sticky stamping polish, but this is a sticky pad, so you can clean it off, but as you see, it's dried so fast that now I've got a piece that I can't do that with, but that's all right. I do like this. I think this is a gorgeous color, and it is pretty much on par. Like there's not much difference in that pink. All right, next up I have Moira. They do have a gel stamping polish. This is not that gel stamping polish. This is just stamping polish, and at SP is stamping polish 20 from Moira. I think that Lantern and Wren sell Moira and Hit the Bottle stamping polishes, and I love them. They're fabulous. Lantern and Wren and Moira. I like them both. All right, here is, and I've had this polish for years, and I just shook it up on my fancy new machine, my shaky machine, shaky. And there's that one. Also, pretty much the same color across the board. Next up, we're gonna try Hit the Bottle. And like I said, this is I Think, Therefore I Am. Her names are fabulous. This is an Australian company. Michelle is such a sweet lady, and I absolutely love every single one of her stamping polishes. They are super opaque, never disappointing, never let me down. They are also available at Lantern and Wren. Okay, so it is just a little more like coral leaning, which I figured it would be because it's not as neon pink. It's more of a coral color, but beautiful, lovely, stamps amazing. Also, another one of my favorite pinks is Peppermint from Aniology. And this one, Peppermint, it is more of like a dual chrome though. I don't really expect it to like be on par with these, but it is such a pretty color. It's such a pretty pink, and it's shifty, it's beautiful. Stamps absolutely fabulous, and I really love this. This one is more of a metallic though. So again, not really on par with these, but I just wanted to show you because I really like that pink. Let's switch up and do another image that has a little bit more of a negative space, so we can kind of touch on that. All right, so I feel like this is closer to this one. This is the Neon Rose. I think that is more what this is, so let's just check this out. Again, you don't need a razor blade or scissors or anything. They pop right off. And I don't know what, like, I'm gonna keep some of these, but I'm not gonna keep all of them. Okay, so this one has a little bit more of a negative space. Sorry about the glare. So you wanna kind of work it in so it gets in all the little cracks. And you want to keep your, when you've got negative spaces or this one like this, you want to keep your scraper more flat as possible so that you have an even dispersion of like pressure, so that you aren't like scraping any one area more. And see all the little holes I have in that, because that was a terrible scrape. Terrible. I did that horribly. So let's do this again. I do try to always show you my screw ups, or at least tell you what happened, why I screwed up. And that was why I was hesitant, okay? And images that are on the sides like this, where there's a little bit of a curve there on the plate, make it a little more difficult. So when that happens, absolutely turn your plate so that you're not scraping to that edge. We'll go to clean. That one is so much better. I pulled it this way to scrape it, so I'm going to roll it that way to pick it up. And no little, there's a couple, but there's not near the empty spaces on that as it was before. This is the one that I think looks more like the Hit the Bottle. And it is, and I need to mark those because I didn't. So this one is like the exact same color of the Hit the Bottle, and it's gorgeous. And I didn't wait long enough. You see there's still some polish on here. I didn't wait long enough to stamp that, and I ended up with some naked. My stamping's naked. All right, we're gonna hop over to, I do have another rose, but I'm not gonna do that one right now. This one is Neon Pink. Again, I mean, I just feel like the Pearl Pink is pretty neon. These are all pretty neon pinks, I feel like. But that one is actually Neon Pink. Oh, these are 5 ml bottles. It doesn't take much, and I mean, you're not going to use white and black, you're going to use more of, but my stamping polish collection are pretty much all these 10, 13 ml bottles, 10 ml bottles. This one's a 12. This one is 9. I rarely empty these bottles. There are a couple of Hit the Bottle polishes that the golds, I go through those. I have bought several of those. There's a dark blue, I blew it all on polish. I have bought several bottles of that. So I do buy repeats, but generally I don't really run out of any of these colors. So I'm okay with them being smaller bottles because you're more likely to use it all and not really waste. And I feel like waste polish because I've got it for years and years. But generally, it's like, they don't go bad. Oh, that one's gonna be really nice. I'm gonna let that set for just a second. Should have let it set just a little more, but this one is Neon Pink. And there's the Neon Pink. It is a little more neon than the Pearl Pink. It is like closer to the Maniology Hotty Toddy, I think. Next we have the Pearl Rose. The pearl is just a little metallic. Really pretty. Let's put it next to this one. It's definitely more of a lighter pink and not so neon, but it's really close to the Neon Rose. Just slightly metallic. All right, just 2 left. We have Neon Fuchsia and Pearl Fuchsia. My arm hurts from all the shaking. I mean, seriously, how bad a shape am I in when my arm gets sore because I'm shaking polishes? All right, I think these fuchsias are going to be closer to this Peppermint. This is Pearl fuchsia first. I mean, seriously, you guys, some of these things are hard to say. I mean, I've been talking for 50 some odd years and I just still can barely talk, so maybe that's why, Guyleen. I keep getting distracted by the hummingbirds zooming past my window. Again, you're better off if you're slow at this. If you're not a beginner, you're used to people that have been stamping a lot more than, you know, most. Like me, you're so used to doing it really quick so that the stamping polish sticks and doesn't dry too fast that, yeah, okay. You're too quick and it doesn't completely transfer. Okay, this is Pearl Fuchsia. And here we have Neon Fuchsia. I'll let that dry just a minute because, oh, I didn't put what this was. Pearl Fuchsia. Neon. I definitely can tell that is a little more neon. Get it close there. I mean, just a little. Still, again, I didn't let it dry long enough. I can tell a little bit of a tonal difference there, but not a lot. All right, now we're gonna take a look at these all next to each other. First, we have the original. I'm not sure if she still has this or if it is now the new one. But I mean, there's really not any difference that I can tell. Next, we have Maniology's Hotty Toddy, not Hotty. I don't know why I put HH, but there's Maniology's Hotty Toddy. It is a little darker, just a little darker. And Moira Stamping Polish 20. It is more of a coral leaning than these neon pinks. And Hit the Bottles, Pink Therefore I Am, is definitely more of a rose, closer to the neon and the pearl rose. And the Maniology one, it's more metallic and it kind of shifts. So that's why I grabbed that one to compare to these fuchsias. And there we have the Fuchsia Pearl and the Neon Fuchsia. The Neon Fuchsia is just, I mean, it's just as opaque, but it's a little tiny bit more pink. Of course, I'm looking at these live and you're looking at them on film, and the tones are a little bit different, but I think that you definitely could decide what you like better. And like I said, these are a little more coral leaning. And the Moira and Hit the Bottle, you can get that either international. If you are international, they would probably be easier for you to get and cheaper than on their websites than through Lantern and Wren, like I get them, or I also buy from group buys. And then the last is the Neon Pink from She Modern. So if you want to buy any of these, please follow my links below. I do have discount codes for some of them. I don't have a discount code for Lantern and Wren or Hit the Bottle or Moira, but I do with Maniology and She Modern, so you can get, you know, 10% off. But I recommend go checking out She Modern's channel. I'll put her link down below, and she has lives twice a week. If you can join those, she really goes through and tests all of them and gives you ideas and tells you how to use them. Big help. Also, there are several other people that do She Modern videos on YouTube. Go check any of those out. So Sassy Fantasy, I'll put her link down below too. She does a lot of She Modern and has just really great creative ideas, and go check her out. Help support her channel too. So Moira and Hit the Bottle are absolutely international also. They are based in Australia, and Moira, I can't remember where Moira is from, but if you are international, you can probably get those easier than you can anything else. She Modern also ships international. It's just the cost is ridiculous on some of this stuff, and that's why I can't include you guys in the giveaway. I'm really sorry about that. But Lantern and Wren, if you're from the United States, to hit the bottle in Moira. And of course, She Modern, she always includes extras, and it's like overwhelmingly extra for me. But anyway, I'm going to be scheduling, try to do all the colors and show you different options that you can have if you can't get like the country you're in, so that can help you hopefully find awesome stuff. And I appreciate all your support. And I'll hush it up now. Please stay tuned for a little fun video at the end. The instructions for the giveaway will be down in my description box. Thanks, you guys. Bye.
Got the magic word. What's the magic word?
L-U-C-D-S. Uncle Fudge is the magic word.
Say please.
Please.
Please?
You're supposed to scream,
Okay,
Uncle.
fine.
My seat.
My seat. Get out of my seat.
I think he was trying to spell his name.
Oh, you trying to spell Fudgy?
No, he was saying L-U-C.
Oh, spelling Lucas. All right, let's get a good one this time. Ready? Let's go. That was a good one.